First impressions are important, but do you know how to make a great one? In this video, we'll show you how to make a good first impression and give you some helpful tips so you can make a good impression on everyone you meet. From the way we look to the way we speak, every aspect of our behaviour can influence how others perceive us, and understanding these factors is key to mastering the art of the first impression. But it's not just about looking the part, it's also about being authentic and true to yourself. With the right approach, you can make a great first impression and build lasting relationships. So whether you're at a networking event, on a date, or just meeting someone for the first time, let's make sure you make a lasting impact. Welcome back to Lifect. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you haven't already for regular uploads that will inform and educate you. Number 1. Showcase your success and confidence. When it comes to making a good impression, the image you project is everything. No matter if you're in a business meeting, networking event, or any other kind of professional setting, it's critical to be conscious of how other people perceive you. Before you attend any event, take some time to think about the impression you want to make, the people you want to connect with, and the message you want to convey. One of the best ways to make a good impression is to be fully present and involved in the situation. For instance, if you're at a networking or business event, consider the specific conversations you want to start and make an effort to do so. But it's not just about being present and involved, it's also important to project a confident and successful image. This can be done through your appearance, the way you talk, and your body language. Here's a little known fact about body language. Studies have shown that people tend to occupy more space when they feel confident. For example, they might spread out their arms or legs, or stand tall with their shoulders back. So when you're at an event, take up more space. It's a subtle way to project confidence and make a good impression. Another essential component of projecting a positive image is to be aware of your non-verbal communication, which includes gestures, facial expressions, and voice tone. Ultimately, the key to making a good impression in a professional setting is to be aware of your image and actively work to project the image you want to present. You'll be able to accomplish your professional objectives while also making a positive impression. Number 2. Avoid launching first. When you meet someone, it's natural to want to make a good impression right away, but sometimes it's better to hold back and not try to impress them right away. Instead of talking about yourself and your achievements, give the other person a chance to speak first. This shows that you're genuinely interested in them, and it's a great way to start building trust. Also, it's important to remember that making a good impression isn't just about dominating the conversation or trying to win someone over. It's about being warm, involved, and genuinely curious about the other person. A great way to connect with someone and make a good impression is through small talk. Ask them about their interests, hobbies, or something happening in the news. This shows that you're interested in them as a person, and not just what they can do for you. Number 3. Keep up good eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most important aspects of communication. It's often said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and that's definitely true when it comes to making a good first impression. But it's crucial to strike a balance when it comes to eye contact. By keeping your window shutters tightly closed, you may come off as uninterested or judgmental, but prolonged staring can be uncomfortable and can even be perceived as hostile. The key is to make eye contact that shows gratitude, assurance, and understanding. Non-verbal cues such as eye contact can be just as important as what you say and can reveal a lot about you and how you're feeling and thinking. When communicating with others, pay attention to your body language and non-verbal cues to make sure they support the point you're trying to make. Number 4. Pay attention to how quickly or slowly you speak. In May 2011, University of Michigan researchers studied persuasion and speech rate, among other speech traits. In this particular instance, researchers wanted to know if people's decisions to take part in telephone surveys were influenced by speech rate. What they found was that interviewers who spoke moderately fast were more likely to get people to agree than interviewers who spoke very fast or very slow. This study emphasizes the significance of speaking naturally when interacting with others. It's important to find a balance and speak at a natural pace, because speaking too quickly can make it hard for others to understand you, and speaking too slowly can make you appear unconfident or unengaged. When giving a presentation, for instance, speaking too quickly can come across as nervous, whereas maintaining good posture, making eye contact, and grinning can show confidence. It's also worth mentioning that the speed of speech varies depending on the context and culture. For example, in some cultures, it's common to speak quickly, while in others, it's more common to speak slowly. Therefore, when communicating with others, be willing to understand their context and culture. Number 5. Vary your tone of voice. Good communication isn't just about speaking clearly and at the right volume. It's also about how you use your tone, pitch, and rhythm to keep the person you're talking to engaged. If you talk in the same way all the time, the person might lose interest. To make sure they stay engaged, it's important to mix up how you talk. You could try listening to podcasts, audiobooks, or news anchors who use different tones and try to emulate them. This will help you learn to use different pitches to make your ideas clear and emphasize what's important. Additionally, you can practice using different tones, pitches, and rhythms by moving your body when you talk. This can help you remember how to make your words sound more interesting. It's easy to forget to use these techniques in a professional setting, but by practicing them, you can become a better communicator and make your words more powerful. This also works the other way around with active listening, another aspect of communication. Active listening means paying full attention to the person speaking and engaging with them. This means not only hearing the words, but also understanding the message, the content, and the emotions behind them. Active listening is a great way to show the other person that you're engaged and interested in what they have to say. It's also important to consider the audience you're communicating with. Different audiences require different approaches. For instance, communicating with children requires a different approach than communicating with adults. Effective communication depends on being conscious of and responsive to the audience. By practicing these techniques, you can become a better communicator and make your words more powerful. Tip number 6. It's okay to show vulnerability. When it comes to making a good first impression, most people think that they have to be perfect and polished, but experts believe that showing vulnerability can be a powerful thing. Being vulnerable means letting others see that you're a real person with real problems, just like them. This can help create a more authentic and meaningful connection with the other person. It's important to use good judgment when deciding when to open up and reveal your vulnerable side. But in general, it's becoming more acceptable to let others see that you're not always perfect. By being open about your own challenges, you may be able to help others feel more comfortable discussing their own struggles. It's important to remember that we all have our own struggles, and by being open about them, we can create a more supportive and understanding environment for everyone. We're all humans, and it's okay to be vulnerable and show that we're not perfect. This can help create stronger and more meaningful connections with others. Moreover, being open about your own vulnerabilities can be empowering. It takes courage to open up and share your struggles with others. When you do, it can help you feel less alone and more understood. It can also give you the opportunity to learn from others who may have gone through similar experiences. The 7th tip is to always ask questions. When you're meeting someone for the first time, it's important to be present in the moment and fully listen to what they're saying. If you don't understand something, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. And if you don't know the answer to something, be honest about it, but make sure to follow up and find out. Asking questions is a great way to show you're fully engaged in the conversation. Being curious and open-minded can help you connect with someone new. Ask questions to learn more about the other person's perspective and see things from their point of view. This can help build trust and create a strong foundation for a relationship. While it may feel uncomfortable to ask for clarification or admit when you don't know something, it's actually a sign of good communication. It shows that you're genuinely interested in understanding the other person and their thoughts, which is the ultimate goal of effective communication. We hope you found this video very informative and helpful in understanding the psychology of first impressions and how to make a great one every time. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more educational videos on personal development and self-improvement. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of the video. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching and see you next time.